I'm on ice cream and strawberries.
Order up.
Sonic red, white, and blue slush float.
We are going to help you with your back-to-school shopping today because, as you know, this is the upcoming tax-free weekend here in Tennessee. So it's great to have Hal Kearney join us from New Balance of Chattanooga.
Thank you
Good
for
to
having
see
me, Julie.
you. So I'm finding I like this one and this one and
Absolutely.
this one. You got a table full of good-looking shoes here, Hal.
Yes, so back to school is always our biggest season of the year. Regardless of what's going on in the world, it's always going to be our biggest season of the year.
But we got to talk about what's going on in the world because I've known you a long time, and you obviously have a small business and you want to see it do well, but you want people to get the shoe that's going to fit them best.
Correct.
You're not trying to put the hard sell on, but you got to shop now because inventory is a problem.
Inventory will be an issue, and it'll probably continue to be an issue through the remainder of the year. We're fortunate we have quite a bit of inventory right now in the key things, but it's going to go fast. It's going to go very fast this weekend.
I'm going to let you brag on the product because New Balance is made in America.
Yes, we still make 33% of the inventory in America. I didn't bring any of those models with me today, but we have 4 factories in the New England area that are just booked to the absolute roof, making one shoe in particular, and it's not going to stop.
What you also do at New Balance, though, is you find as best you can that custom fit for people, right? So many
Yes.
of your shoes can be matched to meet your arch needs, that kind of thing.
Correct. We're a little bit different than your normal shoe store where we'll try to sit down with every customer and try to solve the problems that they're having and try to match up the best possible footwear with the best possible shoes so they can get a little bit more active and get outside and do more things.
Okay, so let's talk about the little kids out there. That's
Okay.
always a fun rite of passage to get those back-to-school tennis shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
Teachers and parents alike and kids like it when you don't have to lace up those shoes because it slows things down.
Yes,
You've
absolutely.
got this great shoe here that's
Yes,
masterful.
we've got a big selection of the New Balance Reveal. This is the Reveal here, and it comes with a BOA closure system. So every child can put it on themselves. Teachers will absolutely love it. Parents will absolutely love it. So to get in the shoe, you just pull the button out and it opens up. Okay, and then we have a tensile strength strapping system that we've never had an issue with. Very durable. And then you pop the button in, crank it down, and you can make it as snug or as loose as you want, so every child can put their own shoes on and get ready for the bus or ready for mom's caravan.
That is fantastic. How often, if you're a young child wearing a tennis shoe every day to school, how often should it be replaced, Hal?
So I've been in this industry a very long time, close to over 30 years, and generally the shoe industry gets shoes at back to school and at Easter. So we're looking at 5 to 7 months is really where you're going to end up getting a new shoe.
Okay.
Regardless if they wear it out or if they just outgrow it.
Everyone's budget is different.
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you recommend, though, if people can do it, to go ahead and get 2 pairs to begin the school year?
Well, it always makes things last a little bit longer, that's for sure. If you can swap them out during the day or during the week, you're going to end up with a little bit longer lasting shoes.
Obviously, if your kids are growing, I can see I was the parent who said, now wait and see how much her foot grows
Yeah.
before getting that second pair. But for the teenagers out there
Yes.
who are kind of done, look at this row here.
Yeah, so we got our women's on this side, and the core 574 product that's been around since the early 70s is still made the same way. Terrific silhouette. Girls and women love it. It's got a nice sleek profile on the bottom, but a nice boxy toe box.
I'm going to
that
turn
gives
this
it
one.
yeah.
Because look, I mean, even the fashion forwardness of the back of the shoe,
Yeah.
it's a good
Yeah.
looking shoe.
And we've probably got 12 colors of this in stock right now. As you notice, I brought a lot of the lighter colors. The lighter color shoes for teenagers have been a really, really big hit this
They
summer.
do love the clean
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
especially the girls do. Speaking of light, these shoes are very lightweight.
Yes, so this is the Rove, and this shoe has been on and off again more than any shoe I've ever seen. When it first came out, the silhouette wasn't doing terrific because of the heel counter, and now it's possibly one of the hottest shoes we have.
What do you mean?
Well, this is called the superior heel back here, and this piece back here just looked a little funny on the wall. And it just wasn't catching on with the younger crowd at first. And then all of a sudden it caught fire, and now we can't keep it in stock.
Yeah, it's a good looking shoe. Okay, so these are the guys over here, and they're going back to the 1970s.
Yeah, so they make all these in women's and men's, so I tried to bring the women's in this look, and I brought the men's in this look. So this is the 997H. This is a little bit more technical version of a lifestyle shoe. It's got some really good supportive and cushioning pieces in it. But this is the shoe that everybody's pretty pumped up about. This is the 327, actually designed after a track bike back in the 70s. It's got that big waffle sole on the bottom. and very cool kind of shark look silhouette if you look at the top bottom. So very, very neat little product, and works really well with our environment down here.
Are you having a chance? I know you're at the store all the time, but how are you having a chance to watch the Olympics?
I'm watching a little bit. Usually I catch the early morning session and then the late night session.
So I'm sure every year when the Olympics come, for the Summer Olympics, you get these kids and adults too coming in thinking, okay, I watched that guy run the race.
Yes.
I want something that's going to give me some speed.
Yes, so especially children. We do a lot of cross-country business when back to school gets in session. And we have a very technical shoe up here called the 880 for kids. And this is really a technical running shoe for kids to run 5Ks in. And it does very well for us regardless because of the silhouette and the colors. But it's one of the few brands that makes a very technical running shoe for kids.
When you say a technical running shoe, do you mean that it's offering your foot the correct support? It's
Yes.
hugging it in all the right places?
Yeah, it's designed exactly like the adults, just taken down. So we have a very strong heel counter, lots of cushion, full breathable mesh upper, and it really works well for the true athlete that's looking for that 5-10K shoe as a little kid.
If you are a new athlete, and some of this you know is important, but you're not understanding it yet, isn't the breathability of a shoe really important for your overall foot health?
Yeah, breathability is very important. And the other thing that people don't realize, and I have this conversation, it seems every day, is cotton socks. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So cotton is like the material of the United States, but in reality, a more technical sock is going to be more acrylic or Cool Max that helps wick that moisture away from your foot and helps it breathe and dry out. And the full mesh uppers really help with that, help evaporate the perspiration and keep the foot drier.
Okay, you do have lots of accessories when you come in the store.
Yep.
What are these laces?
So these are just a standard elastic lace. We carry it in about 12 different colors, and we can take any shoe and pretty much make it into a slip-on. Slip-ons, because of COVID, have become more of a demand. I guess people have just gotten a little bit lazier about putting their shoes on and off, and the more
In lots of ways.
in the business casual world of working from home. So we can take these laces and put them in any shoe. We originally brought it in for kids, but we probably sell more of them to adults. So we can take any kid's shoe and make it a slip-on. We can take any adult shoe and make it a slip-on.
Okay, in terms of coming into the store, you are also one of the few places around that still actually measures
Yes.
the person's foot.
Yep, we have two devices. We have a scanning device made by Volumental that'll actually do a digital scan, a 3D image of your foot, and that'll give us an exact measurement. That's the exact measurement of your foot heel to toe. So to fit the shoe, we'll still have to add a little bit to make sure we're not touching the end. And then we have the old standard Brannick device that's been around since, I think, 1919.
People might ignorantly but honestly think that they're helping you by going online to order their shoes because it's New Balance and New
Correct.
Balance. That actually is not the case.
Correct. We're privately owned. My wife Angela and I own the store. NewBalance.com is a different entity. We work with them in a lot of things. We can share inventory every once in a while, but if it's not bought local, it doesn't help us.
But because y'all do own the store with the minute we have left, that means that you're going to bring the inventory in that you know Chattanoogans want.
Yeah, so luckily we've been there 18 years, going on 19 in October. So we've really learned the ins and outs. There are some things that we're going to miss on, super trends that happen overnight, especially in the lifestyle business. But for the most part, we've got a really good feel of what the Chattanooga market wants and buys.
Okay, so if you want to wait until the weekend, when it's a tax-free weekend, you're welcome to do that. If you don't want to wait, go ahead and shop today because as Hal said, the inventory is low and you know your kids are going to want exactly the shoe that they want to style in when those school bells ring. So
Yes, ma'am.
thank you, Hal. You'll
you.
find him at New Balance of Chattanooga right there off of Gun Barrel Road in East Brainerd. The phone number and website there on your screen.
Far too often, people are being seriously injured and hurt because of negligent drivers distracted by their cell phones. If you've been harmed by a negligent or distracted driver,